Live in color.
I was expecting to be talking about some very different things today. I went to bed with about 6 minutes left in the Packers 49ers game, and last I saw, the Packers were down around the 24. So I thought, all right, they're going to get a field goal or touchdown, put this damn thing away, no problem, and I can get working on what I have to say for next week's Ass Talk. And then the ending to that game happened. And I remember I say a lot of like dumb, thoughtless, and sometimes surreal shit on this show. I mean, I wouldn't have called it another stupid sports show if I didn't. But I remember somewhere in the back of this fog-addled brain that I have that I said, if Jordan Love makes a mistake that ends the season, or something to this effect, if a mistake by Jordan Love ends the season, try not to be too hard on him. And as it turns out, that was what happened. Joe Barry's defense didn't help. But as y'all can see, even though we are here for the Detroit Lions versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I am wearing the Packers hat, which means that is my official declaration for everyone who shows up to cut the Packers and their fans a little bit of slack today. There are plenty of other places where you can rip them to shreds. I'm sure Grassi has been hearing it and his social media must be an absolute trash fire to get through right now, especially if he's going through Packers Twitter. Yeah, I'm unsure how much longer Mr. Carlson is going to be a part of the Packers organization after how he performed in this game. A shame, but yeah, I think he just had a few too many misses this year at the most needed opportunities. Oh yeah. And that's how serious I am about this, armistice of, flinging shit at Packers fans, man. Just because, I'll go into it further, but essentially for most of the time that I was keeping track of that game, I was like, all right, Packers are absolutely doing this. So, but that happened. Yeah, I'm not going to be hard on Carlson, man. I'll leave that to the Packers fans to decide whether or not to be hard on him. Oh, there he is. Dan Campbell facing off against Todd Bowles today. The crowd is going absolutely bonkers, and it looks like James Houston is on the sideline again. Oh, please. Is that what I saw? All right. Cool. That's what I saw. You got Craig Reynolds working on this kick return, unfortunately, as Khalif Raymond is out. Yeah, it is insane at Ford Field right now. And here comes the kick for an NFC divisional game featuring the Detroit Lions. These words are coming out of my mouth and it still makes no sense. Oh yeah, there's a good number of crazy enthusiastic fans out there. Wow. I think Taylor Decker might be from Ohio State because he simply said the. All right. We start with Laporta moving down to the near end of the line. Snap to Goff in the gun. He fakes the initial snap and overthrows David Montgomery, but he had a defender coming up on him fast, so they would have lost yards. Incomplete is better. Also, have I mentioned that the Ravens look frightening? Just absolutely frightening. Because they scare me. Below 90% on extra points. Woof. We have a quick dump off. David Montgomery is able to stay on his feet long enough. He did get tripped up from behind, but I think they'll give him 7, or at the very least 6 on this. Bring up a 3rd and kind of short. Yeah, that's a common thing anyway by most teams, Logan, that they'll bring in kickers for competition. All right, 3rd down, working out of the gun, and it gets batted down at the line, incomplete. Kalijah Cansey getting the pass knocked down at the line. 3 and out for Detroit to start things. Ooh. Wow. We won the toss. We decided to start with the ball. Oh, boy. All right. Here's Reeves Maben, who is back, and we've done a fake with him before, so I know that's got to be in the back of everybody's mind. He makes a late move over, but punt moves away. Tompkins gets out of the tackle, but everybody else is able to swarm in and keep him from going past the 20. Ooh. I mean, good on Tompkins for getting away from the initial tackler, but woo, there was nowhere for him to go. All right, Baker Mayfield and the Bucs. They will now have to withstand the insanity of the noise in Ford Field. It's going all right, Kip. I will have something extra for us in just a moment. I'm going to probably wait till the first break. Rashad Wright gets a pass underneath. He gets tackled by Kaminsky after a gain of 8. Okay. And they're all giving his stats for the games against the Eagles. And yes, we do have bingo. I'm going to put the link in the chat in a little bit. There is a spot on the bingo board that says Baker Mayfield does a keg stand. So, however we decide to call that will probably be up to us. And a great job by the offensive line, opening things up the middle, just pushing the line and allowing him to get up to the 34-yard line. Damn. Now that is concerning because, Buccaneers haven't been doing well on the run the past few years, and the Lions, well, our run defense is supposed to be solid. So an early give up like that, yeah, that is a very, very concerning play. All right, from the 43, White will receive it again. He'll maybe get 2 before he stood up in the pile. Brian Branch giving him a little playful pull out of the strum of people. Oh, and Aiden Hutchinson highlighting his high school today instead of Michigan. Huh. Okay, there's Kirby Joseph. Try not to injure anybody today, Kirby. Thank you in advance. All right. I believe that's Evans working out, who just went in motion to the far side. And Baker was looking in that direction, and Melifonwu gets the safety blitz, and Baker never saw it coming. 3rd down. Oh. All right. Well, I think this is a good opportunity as any to get this damn link in. Well, folks, we can definitely, definitely, definitely check sack off of the list. Oh, if you have it on your bingo card, check off sack. All right, now we got two receivers overloading the slot on the far side of the field. Baker out of the gun again, back to his right, just out of the field. Deflected and intercepted. That's Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. He is going to take it back across the 50, gets a little bit of room, knocked out the 41. It was a tip ball. I think it went off the receiver's hands. But yeah, now we're probably going to have a commercial break because this is seems like a common thing to go to a break on. Ooh. Kip. Card 12. Yeah, no. Oh my God, no. Mike Evans has been like that. Even seemed like it was within the reach of Mike Evans. So, yeah, between that and the other drops he's had this season, woof. All right, Logan's got card number 8. Thank you, Logan. And Justin's got card number 24. Thank you, Justin. MKI, of course, had card number 6. Oh, man. Lions take it over in Bucs territory. So Montgomery will run up the middle for 4. All right. Let's see what we can check off so far. Okay, we can check off interception. We can definitely check off sack. And we got the defense did something. All right. Quick back up. You might be new, wondering what's going on. We like to play bingo along with sports games. As weird or common or uncommon stuff happens, we mark it off. We try to get bingo. If you want to play along, there's a link in chat. Montgomery again, through traffic, lowers his head for an extra boom, and there is a flag down. And it's a good time to remind you that our free space is the refs win, because they always do. Holding. Defense. Wait. All right, let's find this defensive holding, and that's going to be on Cansey, the guy who had the knockdown on the opening drive. Oh, that's how he did it. Yep. He hooked into the offensive linebacker and then just hooked way too far. Further than he should have. When you see it, it's like, oh, okay, then they have to call that. All right, Flyers lead the Senators by 1. A little ways into the third. 2 receivers on the other side. Wright out in space, looking for Laporta, while Wright was completely ignored in the middle of the field. I know you love Laporta, but yeah, we got more options, Jared. Don't worry. All right, 2nd and 10. Yeah, I'm not sure whether to put wide open receiver drop because Evans was pretty uncontested on that catch. He could have if it didn't bounce off his hands, I think. I think we might have jumped early and gotten away with it, but we have a quick throw in the middle. Jameson Williams. There is a penalty marker down in the secondary, so there's no guarantee that we didn't do something stupid in the process. Personal foul, face mask on number 27. Holy crap. That is McCollum. Oh my goodness. I think we just got half the distance to the goal, too. Oh yeah, no, that was a big face mask on St. Brown. Ooh. Damn. Well, don't blame me for trying. They're trying to figure out how they measure it off and how they walk it off. Oh, officially it's going to be added to the end of the run. First down. McCullough likes to grab face masks, so it's a common thing. Ah, okay. And there's Jared Goff once again giving the, okay, guys, okay, I appreciate it, but shh, calm down. We cannot make too much noise, or one of the neighbors is definitely going to call the cops. All right, from under center, he checks in with the receivers on the near side slot. Loaned back, looks like we got Gibbs in there now. And that's what it's going to be, a set up to Gibbs, cut back on the inside of the line. We'll get inside the 5 to around the 4, maybe 3.5. Second and goal coming up. Damn straight, John Jay. Go to Tribulator. Hey, why don't you root for yourself in bingo, John Jay? If any of the mods could throw the card link John Jay's way, I would appreciate it. We are at second and goal right now. And a good block. Pressure coming from behind. It is picked up but dropped. Oh, number 35 for the Buccaneers. Apologies about tapping the mic. Damn. He had it in his hands but could not secure it as he was bringing him down. And he's looking for St. Brown, and Dean just had it totally sussed out. Ooh. I think Todd Bowles has been watching film, and a great job by the D-line of stopping them in the backfield. Montgomery loses 2. Oh, and they're not going to try it from the 5. Out comes the field goal unit. Okay, so look out for Mike Evans and C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I gotcha. All right, we haven't had to do Dan Campbell things yet. We just sent out Michael Badgley for the 23-yard field goal attempt. Crowd's a little bit unhappy at first, but they'll still cheer for 3 points. I think anybody would cheer for 3 points in the playoffs. And now the stressful part of watching Lions games begins. Especially when it's against teams that have notable receivers. In this case, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, although, as I mentioned, Evans has been having some trouble with catches this season. I don't know, maybe temporary case of the yips, whatever they call it these days. All right. I got card number 9 for John Jay. All we have been able to click off so far has been the defense did something, sack, and interception. Oh, man. Well, this is certainly a start to the game. I don't like Jared Goff nearly giving it right back to the Buccaneers in the end zone, but hey. Defense gave us a short field. We came away with points. The turnover was not wasted. Yeah, so on one hand, Detroit got on the board. On the other hand, we were unable to check off a spot on the bingo board. C'est la vie. All right, what do I have on my card? I haven't even picked my card yet. Oh, this card's going to be ugly. Very ugly. Also, there is a spot on today's card that just says Yar Har Fiddle-Dee-Dee. I don't quite know what that one is either, but if it happens, I will let you know. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of ugly stuff that I gotta wait for the end of the game on this card. And I feel worried. Ooh. And once again, yeah, MKI, just treat that like Tampa Bay. I it's always a pain in the ass to have to change these entire lists over from team to team. I'm always worried about missing one word, and I'm guessing that was in the sacks, wasn't it? Yep, that's where it was. We still got a ways to go till baseball season, but thankfully we'll also have the CFL to keep us sane for those long summer months. Oh well, touchback for the Bucs, 25-yard line. Yeah, John Jay, just treat that like the Buccaneers. That's supposed to be the. I know I could just say home team and away team, but I want to, make it. I always try to make it a little personal, put the actual team's name in, and sometimes I forget to switch them. Someday I'll be a professional. Yeah. Well, I've been trying to get away from laundry because, you know, the laundry is just an awful fact of life. Uh, and Rashad Wright, they push the line completely to the side. He just runs outside of it, and I'll have an 8-yard run on first down. Oh boy. All right. Are they going to try to test our passing game right now? Because we got Baker working out of the gun. Yeah, they try to get a quick one out of the backfield, and that's Sutton getting on. Nope. That was the intended throw to Evans. No flag, and now we have third down. The Senators, meanwhile, have tied the game against the Flyers. Yeah. Wow, 3-3. All right, 3rd and 2. Look out for Otten, by the way, from the Buccaneers. He was used to great effect as a catching end for a tight end. Meanwhile, a great job with Mike Evans. Yep, just across midfield. It's the first down. Melifonwu on the coverage. Yeah. Yeah, no, he didn't get the strip, but at least he was able to tackle him quick and not allow a lot of yak. All right, I formation, fake by butt, and again a quick one inside. Number 10, Palmer, will get tackled down to the 25. Whew. Damn. All right. Lions versus 49ers in NFC Championship. Not with plays like that, because Palmer, they totally missed Palmer. He just zips through everything. Um, just mark them both off. And Brian Branch is going to grab Mayfield and drag him down at the 37. That is the second sack of the day for Detroit. And it goes to Brian Branch. Honestly, Lions going to the Super Bowl would be cool. I think we get absolutely slaughtered by the Ravens when we go there. Right now, it's basically the Ravens and the Chiefs in my mind. Exactly, Logan, from the beginning. Oh, yeah, because there's no guarantee you'll get those other three. 2nd and 19. There's Baker. He will slide to safety back past the original line of scrimmage. And probably a very smart move of him because Anzalone, he will unload. Baker having to cover his ears. Aiden Hutchinson still hasn't gotten a sack today. It's only been secondary blitzing that's gotten it done. Palmer in motion, back to the near slide. It'll be a handoff, and we does a great job. I think he might have gotten that first. Maybe? No. Apparently we really drove him back. This is gonna be a 45-yard field goal for Chase McLaughlin. All right, 43 from the right hash mark. Reeves Maben organizing things, and yeah, he ends up getting it. It's a bit low, but it's true and through. He ties the game. We're down to 4:19 in the first quarter. Whew. All right, is there anything else? Oh. Holy crap, we're only down to, we only need one more turnover to hit the over on that. On that one part, we have had no Dan Campbell things. Nope, not many meaningless stats to pass the time either. Baker Mayfield has not done a keg stand. There have been no missed kick attempts, as you can see by the score. Nobody going forward on fourth down, no penalties declined, and NBC has managed to not have any technical difficulties. Damn. All right, slow start for the bingo. I am hoping that things can pick up. Wow. The only thing that worries me about the 49ers is I hope Deebo Samuel is okay. Well, let's see. Pacheco and Rice. Well, yeah, just make, just put the ball in Pacheco's hands. Make sure he doesn't do anything stupid to get himself thrown out of the game like he did last time. And we'll be okay. Absolutely. Uh-oh. MKI has had a moment of, wait, something is wrong. MKI? Did Timmy fall down the well? Did Grandpa get his head caught in the threshing machine? Are people voting Unitarian? Are you okay, MKI? Do you need the Heimlich? Or do you need possibly an adapter for an outlet in a foreign country? It's a combination of that. Okay, well, hold your breath and make sure you remember to at least rinse out your underwear in the sink before the start of each day. You're going to be roughing it for a while. Best of luck. All right, Mayfield going over his takeout options at the end of the game, and here comes the kickoff. And Craig Reynolds does not get tested quite yet. John, it's the end of football season. I'm running out of things to talk about as far as the teams in front of me go. No problem, man. When times get rough, the rough get weird. You know what I mean? All right, this will be faked handoff to Gibbs, and so what he'll do, he'll be the last check down. Pass out of yards, gain of 2. Okay. Oh. before we get out of the first quarter, got to thank the first quarter sponsor here on Another Stupid Sports Show. Chicken flavored crackers. That's correct, folks. The cracker with just enough chicken flavor in it to make you think like you're eating the real thing. At least it's enough to fool my cat. We'll have a handoff to Gibbs on second down. He gets tripped up before he can really break away. Number 54 for the Bucs. Saved the touchdown. Could not prevent the first down, but hey. Oh, he'll officially get marked short of the first down. All right. And there's Penei Sewell getting a good knockdown. And all right. Williams now in motion to the far side. And it's going to be a QB sneak by Goff. Oh my goodness. Remember, folks, this is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the team that killed the tush push, so getting a QB sneak that works against them, I'm more than happy to do it. Yeah, Angie will probably approach the box, but it's not anywhere near the soft blanket. And St. Brown will be down for 8 yards after that reception. And now they're going to try to do a little hurry up and catch the Buccaneers napping. They'll send Josh Reynolds and Williams up to the far side of the field. And that's a run game. Gibbs will barely get back to the line. Goulston and Britt were all over it for the Buccaneers. Yeah, Angie got a new blanket in her life, and so she has decided that it is her favorite thing in the place that she's going to live forever because it's so soft and wonderful, and she's making it smell like her every day that's on it. You know, priorities. So she might go for the box of chicken-flavored crackers, but probably not. And damn, St. Brown still bobbling, but gets the security on the way down for the first. And Goff is trying to get the playoff before the replay can finish. Also, big ups to Jahmyr Gibbs for the great block on the late blitz by the Buccaneers. On the final minute of the opening quarter, this is going to be Jahmyr Gibbs running on the inside. Woo. Wow. We are nearly done with the first quarter. This one's been kind of just whizzing by. I don't want to make it sound like I'm, glad that the game is going quick or anything like that. But, yeah, it's been stress-free and kind of fun. All right, we'll have a faked handoff and a dump off underneath to number 45. Is that Cabinda? Yeah, Cabinda, the fullback who was out to block, but Jared Goff was able to dump it off, get back to the line of scrimmage to prevent the sack and keep it at 3rd and short. All right. Well, there we are. We have made it to the end of the first. Lions are driving. Excuse me. Bucs are doing their best to hold on, and we are going to come back for the second quarter of Lions versus Buccaneers and hopefully some more bingo spots mocked off here on Another Stupid Sports Show. 106.9 Click FM.
This is boring.
Now we can hear the announcers talking up Detroit and the renaissance that the downtown has had. Of course, we know that means in code that they raised all the rents, but you know, six of one, half a dozen the other. Second quarter starts with Goff coming out of the gun, pressure going quickly, and a pass over the middle to a leaping Sam Laporta. Ooh, first down, Lions, and that gets a big cheer to wake the crowd up. Didn't get quite drilled, you know, more like dragged down, but you know, you sell that gain, Chris Collinsworth. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if I ever get a chance, MKI, and write this down because I know I will forget. We're at second down for the Lions, by the way, short completion. Remind me to tell all of you, and this is just going to be an unrelated story about 1980 Chicago, Belmont Avenue, and the Council Wars. So, just write that down. Remind me to make a note of it as Laporta gets another catch over the middle with plenty of space. He's down to the 14-yard line, and I am way behind on the time. We're currently at 13:43, but yeah. Yeah. Yes. You know, I've been wondering, I've actually been pouring that phrase over in my mind. All I can think of is whenever hear people say Laporta is him, all I can hear is an old English accent rebutting in the back of my head. Laporta is he, you mean. Incompletion to St. Brown, by the way. Oh, I can imagine what you were going through last night. Damn. Wow. Were you actually at the game? Is that part of the reason you have no voice, or did you just lose your voice within the general expectation of rooting for the Niners? And a quick dump off once they see the pressure up the middle. Gibbs on the reception will gain about 5, maybe 6. Third and 4, third and 5 now coming up. You were home, but you also... you got sick. Okay, take care of yourself, you know. Try not to lick all the doorknobs. Mm-hmm. I understand. MKI. Life is a rich tapestry. Detroit's overloading the other side. Goff looking over the middle, and who does he find? His L.A. buddy, Josh Reynolds. Man, that was it, Los Angeles. You never should have let go of Josh Reynolds because now he has just put us up 9-3 over the Buccaneers. Oh, no. Yeah, don't lick the doorknobs. That's just not recommended. All right, here's Badgley out for the extra point. Hold is able to get it in before the blocking attempt comes on the near side, but damn. It looked like he was just throwing it away, but it's like, oh no, it's just Josh Reynolds is back there. And he goes to pose with the fans in the stands. Thank you, Josh. Oh, you're good people. Also, any copy of Aretha Franklin's Respect does not need that many horns in it. Sorry, music dork moment coming out. I'm better now. So let's see. What can we check off? Home QB gets first passing touchdown of the game. We can absolutely check that off. We didn't go for it on fourth down. No turnovers on downs. Oh, that is correct. I forgot this from the one field goal we got, which was set up by the Gardner Johnson interception. Points off a turnover, same drive. That can be marked off because it did lead to us getting the field goal. So, and there's still plenty of time for us to get a missed kick attempt. Don't worry, Badgley's done well for us, but he's not God. We've had no refs are blind yet. No coach has a brain fart. Yeah, I feel like that might be a harder and harder spot to mark in the playoffs. Coach has a brain fart because you don't normally expect coaches to have moments of, blatant stupidity once we get to this point. All right, no 10-yard QB run. Ball control's been nearly at a one-handed grab, but exactly. After the past couple of weeks, MKI, where we had a number of calls that looked like either one, the refs hadn't spotted the ball properly, or two, were going by different rules as to what counted for, getting the first down marker. Yeah, chain of fools. All right, so let's see what we've got. If there's anything else. Just so you know, John Jay, we did mark off home QB gets first passing touchdown of the game and points off a turnover same drive for different things, but you can mark those both off. Everything else, we are still waiting. Well, yeah, but I don't think I'd ever intentionally, dream about being Mike McCarthy. I'm much more comfortable being me. Meanwhile, the Senators have taken the lead. The Lions have kicked for a touchback. And it is 4-3 Ottawa over Philly. Oh boy. There's Baker Mayfield doing his thing on the sidelines. It is officially 10-3. The Flyers have an empty net. All sorts of noise coming up for Baker out of the shotgun. Fairly compact formation. And it's Palmer in motion to the far side of the field. He starts looking over the middle, goes down to the right. And that's going to be Edmonds, I think, moving out of the backfield. Gain of 4 as he gets shoved out of bounds. Quick little pass to the near side of the field just to get things moving for the Bucs. And the Senators have scored an empty net goal, 5-3 Ottawa. Yep. This is definitely, this is definitely pod racing. 2nd and 6. And that's Edmonds again. Will gain about 1. Third and 5. And we are apparently shocking the NBC announcing team with how loud it gets at Ford Field. Yeah, Justin, I'm getting a feeling that could happen. All right, we have a cover 1 set up by the defense. Baker Mayfield sees it, and he goes underneath, and a great tackle to get just short of the first down. Oh, man. There's a flag as well. And pass interference on the offense for the Buccaneers. Damn it. Oh my God. We got offensive pass interference on the tight end, Kyle Otten. How the hell did he manage to do this? I don't know. I'm a little iffy on that call. I mean, we got 3rd and 15, so yeah, boon to us. But I don't even understand what the hell exactly they were calling because that just looked like a collision and two guys, shoving off of each other. Otten set up in the near slot. He's blocking, gets peels away, and it'll be a throw out in the middle. And it almost got there anyway. Gets stopped just shy. So, what do they do? What do they do? And they're pretty quiet right now, so I think they've moved the punt team on. Otherwise, I think the field would be going bonkers. Yep, there's the punter. Oh, oh, we've got Donovan Peoples-Jones back there on the punt recovery. And a big, and this will be just a good effort to try to throw it out of the end zone, but it kind of got tangled up in that one special teams player's arms. We're going to have it at the 20 when we get back. 9:41 to go in the second quarter as they give us a very nicely framed shot of the Joe Louis fist in downtown Detroit. Ooh. Oh, okay. Oh, also, I realized that I don't think I changed the point line from the previous game. So let me look that up real quick. Lions, Buccaneers, point line. Okay, yeah, 49.5 points. That's not bad. Not off by much, but we might reach it. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay, Detroit at 7 p.m. Deja vu. Also Minnesota, Carolina, but hey. They might as well have something going on. What was I looking for? Oh, yeah. There we go. All right. I mean, I'm happy with the fact that we've been able to stop the Buccaneers for the most part, but it's still in the back, still in the back of my mind. Damn receivers. Oh no, why are you? Sorry. I already had to clear up one exploded can of beer today, so any time that another beer of mine has foamed up today, I've been thinking, oh no, not again. Oh, by the way, just wanted to take a moment to say hello to anybody who is checking out the stream today, but maybe not interacting in chat just because you don't know much about us yet, or you're more comfortable staying silent. Hello. I hope you're doing well. All right, Goff is back out on the field right now. He and the Lions are going to be starting from their own 20. I got St. Brown moving to the far side. Fake the handoff to Montgomery. And now Goff is going to run. He has a blocker up in front of him. Will slide down for a gain of 7 as soon as the first sign of defensive pressure shows up. But wow. Okay. Unfortunately, that was only 7 runs, but so we don't get to, take off the... Wow. He sees all the space in front of him and just runs. All right, we'll motion St. Brown again. Here comes the pressure, and we'll go to Sam Laporta instead. Takes a big hit from McCullough off his back and then falls out of bounds. First down coming for the Lions. Oh, yeah. Oh, speaking of which, MKI, did you hear that the Islanders now have Patrick Waugh for their coach? In case any of you didn't know, yeah, legendary NHL goaltender Patrick Waugh is now the coach for the Detroit Islanders. Um, so, sorry, New York Islanders. I'm having a day. Yeah, apparently so, John Jay. Apparently so. We'll get Montgomery stuffed on that running play. Meanwhile, 2nd and 10. And if I recall how things are going, Tampa Bay, Detroit still struggling to get out of the mid-pack. Yeah, I actually found out from one Mr. Steve Dangle. He also went over Patrick Waugh's coaching record. Meanwhile, Sam Laporta once again cutting through the middle, and it's like they just ignore him. He's out past the 40, and we have another first down Lions. But yeah, Steve went over Patrick Waugh's record as a coach, and except for some early success with a lower level team, he hasn't done very much except coach people to 500. So, yeah, I would say, don't get your hopes up, Islanders fans. A little bit too far on that pass for Jamison Williams. He did have number 24 Davis with him. Oh. Okay, Sam Laporta is apparently going to injure himself into missing all of the next season in the name of supporting the fans. Bless your tiny heart. We got Brock Wright out, unable to find him, but number 35 for the Buccaneers is all over that pass to Jamison Williams, knocking it down, incomplete, 3rd and 10. Oh, Jamel Dean. All right, let's see what you and the defense can do on 3rd and 10. Extra pressure coming around late, and it's off the hands of St. Brown, incomplete. Oh. All right. Baker and company put their helmets back on. It is going to be a punt for the Lions. Right off the hands of St. Brown. Honestly, I feel comfortable enough putting that as wide open receiver drop. Didn't even feel like I don't know, maybe my sense of perspective is cluttered, but it didn't feel like a especially fast missile from Goff on that play. All right, Jack Fox punt is going to be called for a fair catch around the 12. All right. Yeah, that was just not something we expected out of St. Brown, considering all the other catches he made this season. But a lot of those, I think, much more have been placement and position focused, and as far as him making himself available to the QB in relation to his defender. So, yeah, I think that might be what it is. All right, sir. All right, thankfully we haven't had an opportunity to say oh no yet, so we can't mark that off. No special teams touchdown. Is there anything else we could put down? We haven't even had the possibility of a 2-point conversion. We're not that far in the game, although considering that it's currently, wait, what the hell does my timer say again? 6:16 left, or thereabouts, in the first half of play. Yeah, we might see the ball one more time. Who the hell knows? All right. Don't mind me just getting some tunes ready for the halftime pause for the cause. Quick reminder, by the way, to anybody who's still here, maybe listening. There's only a few hours left if you'd like to get your requests in for tomorrow night's stupid streaming show. Those of you who don't know, I do a music show on Monday night. Just make a playlist of music with help of requests from the audience. And we sit down and listen to it together on Monday night. It's like imitating radio, except, with a little bit more surety that you'll get what you want, but that the DJ will try to throw in some stuff to knock you off balance. Oh yeah, no, my hair was very short at the time. Like I had whatchamacallit. I didn't have like the resources available to me to like, really maintain long hair at the time, so it was easier. And of course, they've got like why does it have to be a goddamn Ford Bronco? Of course, it's a Ford Bronco. That's just awful. They use this like weird graphic of comparing all the Lions championships in the pre-Super Bowl eras to classic cars with a lot of 1950s models because that was the decade we won three times. But yeah, they give our Super Bowl era a Ford Bronco. Wow. Oh yeah, Luke. Luke, I'm planning to be awake on Tuesday night for that, by the way. And look at that. Mike Evans gets a completion to the 35. Quick first down. Somehow we totally missed him. Yeah, Sutton just kind of completely lost track. I think he was guarding against the deep route and didn't see Sutton just stop and let him continue scooting down the field. I know it is soon because I do have it marked on my calendar and I am going to be live for the first couple hours of the England India test match, the first test match. So, did I stutter, Luke? We're going to be live for the first night of the first test match. Mhm. Yeah, I mean, a Ford Pinto would have been more accurate, but I think Detroit Lions would have sued NBC in that case because the Pinto is a sore spot for the Ford company, with the whole catching on fire and exploding thing. Meanwhile, Branch coming out of the backfield to stop that run after 3 yards. Bucs will have the ball to start the second half after, Lions won the toss. And, yeah, exactly, Luke. Like I said, I will be live for the first couple hours of the first test match between England and India. I know a lot of my viewers aren't really used to cricket, and those can go on for like multiple hours. They're trained for this stuff. We're not, so we're only going to cover the first few hours so we can kind of get used to how cricket runs. Feeling there of big pressure by 97 gets a quick throwaway and a big hit on number one. As he gets the first down, he is going to just immediately walk off to the sidelines. But I say, yeah, good job by Baker Mayfield just getting rid of the ball with that last ditch option to White underneath. He was on the same side of the back out there as Aiden Hutchinson, so he didn't have to worry about him as far as getting free. Yeah, Justin, we're going to be covering a cricket match. And yep, here we go. Otten finally gets involved and he gets the Bucs another first down. I think they're at least down to the 30 or the 20 by now. I've kind of lost track. Mm. No kidding, it'll be a 2 hour long session. All right, we're doing it right, folks. Who knew? Oh, yeah, I'm going to be doing a refresher of the cricket rules, a study up. I'll have to redesign one of these scoreboards so that I can, accurately score it. And Mayfield gets flushed once and then has to throw it away. Benito Jones getting pressure on the inside. And when Benito Jones is getting pressure, it's either been a long time to throw that coverage is doing its job, or the offensive line is completely fucking falling apart. And yeah, Benito Jones just made a great move on number 70 in the middle to flush out Mayfield and force him to throw it away. All right, clock is stopped at 3:13 right now. 2nd and 10 for the Bucs. I'll let you know. We may not do bingo for the first one just because it's going to be much more of getting my feet wet, but it could help me for things to look out for. So I would say maybe I'll play bingo, but I won't try to keep up a bingo board for everybody else just because I wouldn't know enough to be able to call shit. And I wouldn't want to put that obligation on you just because I view it more as like an educational, like ambassador type of stream, Let's try one of the sports that feels a little weird, but there's a lot of countries that participate in it, so what the hell's going on that makes them so interested? Let's try to find out, you know? Off of it so quick. Evans didn't have enough time to get separation. That was the only thing that saved us on that play. The pressure came up on the middle so quickly. And that was Barnes getting up the field to force the throw quickly, maybe a little bit before Chris Godwin was ready for it. He was getting tagged on the back of the shirt by Vildor, but apparently the referees didn't think that was enough to justify calling a pass interference penalty. So now we have a 50-yard attempt from Chase McLaughlin. It's hanging out, and it's going to donk out! Doink out! Doink out! Folks, we have bingo spots to check off. First, kickoff missed kick attempt. Second, check off a rare spot if you have one. Any number you wish, as long as it's a rare, but once you check it, do not uncheck it and switch. Oh, that is awful for Chase McLaughlin. But yeah, a doink on a 50-yard field goal, and it gets turned over to the Lions. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, Instacart, um, basing your ad campaign off of stale memes from 2020, combination pizza and Taco Bell, anybody? You are not making yourself look good in anybody's eyes. Oh yeah, we have a spot called missed kick attempt, John Jay. It falls under that for both extra points and field goals. Uh oh no. Oh no isn't really, I think, for missed field goals. It's for those moments when all the all the frivolity and the humor stops and the oh no is genuine. Like, for the same reason I don't check off deep hurting until things are really bad for a team, like they're getting absolutely crushed. Um, oh no is like, oh, we have to remember our humanity for a moment. Hang on, folks. That's what oh no is. Hopefully we never have to check off oh no during a game, but just in case, it's there. Actually, while I have a moment, let me check in on MrESPN.com because they're the only ones who I can for sure be guaranteed to get accurate box scores on the stats for the game. Alright, so far we have 2 sacks total for Detroit, none for Tampa Bay. Okay. Exactly, MKI. Depending on what generation you are, that is either telling you that you're about to have a major existential crisis about your own choices, or that you have to go upstate to move a body because they're about to build condominiums on the land. Shout out to Joe Pesci. All right, extra pressure teased up the middle. They faked the pass for an undercover handoff to David Montgomery. He'll maybe get 4. All right. One of our linemen, Jonah Jackson, has now limped into the locker room. So, yeah. We're just having a normal one up here in Detroit. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and a piece off our offensive line has got away. I am willing just for that. No, we're not going to go oh no for that. This is one that has to be beyond team boundaries because there could be Tampa Bay people celebrating the fact that Jonah Jackson might be injured. Where is my mind? All right. 2 minutes to go before halftime. We've got a 10-3 lead. Detroit's defense has performed better than I thought it would today. And yes, I know what the game was like last time. 20-6 victory. Very close, very hard fought. We had to struggle to get points just as much as they did. However, just like the fine print says on every mutual fund broker and get-rich-quick scheme that you may see advertised in cool commercials, past performance does not guarantee future returns. All right, Luke. Best of luck in the raids. Try not to get banned. I'll see you back. Meanwhile, the Nets are beating the Clippers 27-24. That doesn't sound right. Oh, wow. Caitlin Clark is getting into the angry jersey tugging for her foul celebrations now. We got to do at least one Iowa basketball game before all the playoffs start. Just so we can hear how crazy the Iowa crowd gets for her, and also how many pissy people end up coming into chat to try to slag her off for imaginary offenses that they might have inflicted upon them for stupid reasons. Anyway. All right. No coaches' challenges allowed in the last 2 minutes, folks. Just in case you're wondering. The reminder is good for all of us, especially those of us who grew up learning football in a time where coaches' challenges weren't a thing. So, this is more for us older folks than you guys out there, just to let you know. And that's Goff with the throw on 3rd down, and a great job of St. Brown staying on his feet through the tackle by Dean. Oh, okay. I know this isn't like a very like pretty play, but just the effort by Monroe St. Brown. I'm sorry, Izzian coming through on the effort on the tackle. The ref is right there, and he was just like crawling on his knee and feet. Wait, what? What are we saying now? Oh, it's because his elbow went down? Oh, okay. All right. All right. So it's going to be something in one. All right. We'll have a 10-second runoff. All right. They have a 10-second runoff. They set the play clock to 30, and both start on the whistle. Played it in Brown's clock restarts. St. Brown in motion, and he gets tackled quickly in the backfield. First sack of the day, we have another Lions O-man down. Yeah, Frank Ragnow is down. Yeah, so, yeah. Don't worry, keep celebrating. It'll pay off. Yeah, we're going to have an injury timeout in the field for Frank Ragnow. Yeah, it was just essentially the sack of Goff getting rolled back onto the back of the knee of Frank Ragnow. Yeah, that is awful. Uh, there's the oh no, I hope. So mark that off on your cards. Meanwhile, we have another transfer out of Alabama. Julian Sands going to Ohio State. Oh, I am so shocked to hear it. All right, we get another injury timeout. My apologies, folks. The game was clipping along so smoothly until now, and then we had to go and lose a couple more pieces of our O-line. All right, let's see if there's any other spots we can check off. Don't forget to mark that sack for the Buccaneers. Their first today, again, remind you. Not too many meaningless stats to pass the time. I mean, that whole NFL championships thing is definitely relevant to Lions history, so. Baker Mayfield has not done a keg stand. I haven't been too many calls for the crowd to hate. There haven't been too many throws yet to make me say what a catch or what a throw. Then again, I think that's what the second half is technically for. Nope, that's all we've got so far on the bingo front. I'll probably do another rundown of what we have so far when we get back from halftime. But for right now, yeah, we might have to wait a little while to get more. Well, now if you think about it via capitalism, Justin, if you hog all the perfect resources for yourself, then no one can ever get very good again. There's Ragnow getting looked at on the line, and yeah, he got rolled up on by the sack number 64. Yeah. Ragnow is essentially the boxer of our team. And if anybody read Animal Farm, you know what happens to Boxer in that book. So, yeah, I don't use that word lightly. Ragnow is apparently injured to hell and back. Get a punt by Mr. Fox. They give him yard. And it'll be a fair catch at the 8. Oh, hell, Roger Goodell is actually here. Man, we can't have any fun. Oh, yeah, Drew. All right, what you got for us, Baker? Cameron Anzalone, one of the most proficient tacklers on our team. He has a way of speeding to the ball that is insane. Out of the gun, it'll be a handoff. And a great big running lane on the right side of the line gets them up to the 19. First down coming for the Bucs. They look like they're going to play hurry up. And Evans cannot hold on to the sideline pass. Incomplete now. Clock at 1:05 for 2nd and 10. I gotta admit, I kind of enjoy playoff football much less than regular season football. Not just because of the stakes involved, but also just because there's so much more going on. And, there's always a possibility for, the comedy, the tragedy, and all that. And there's Palmer, and we're not sure where he is. Yeah, I think he should. Yeah, he should have the first down on that. Yeah. Uh, Baker's got Bucks got screwed on the spot. So we have Baker Mayfield taking off and running. He'll get tackled at the 42. Okay, so they make up for it with Baker just saying, screw it, I'll do it myself. And now we're going to have I think at least a timeout from somebody. If I had to assume, I'd say timeout Bucks. Yeah, they've marked that off. Moving the transfer portal to start after the last week of January or first week of February, that day coaching changes are essentially finished with. Yeah, I know it's got to feel like a clusterfuck, but I feel like, and this may be a dark view, Justin, the more of a clusterfuck becomes, it may bring about a time sooner where people try to discard good portions of the NCAA system and try to rearrange it in a way that makes sense. But then again, I'm a bit of a dark optimist. And yeah, a great fake on the handoff by Baker Mayfield. By the way, like he had his hand shoved into White's carrying shape for a long time. I think they can get 20 yards, especially when they can just lob it over people's heads to Mike Evans. He'll get rushed out of bounds around the 30, but that's going to do it. Didn't I tell you, folks? They could very easily get those yards. So now Evans, they're just going to go for more. They're going to get another one. And Evans inside the 1. And here's another timeout. Evans is making up for all the drops he has had this season. Yeah. Yeah, schools leaving is inevitable. Coaches changing is inevitable. All I can hope is that the system becomes absolutely so disgusting and that it gets twisted in such a way that people react badly enough to the violations of that trust that they make a better system in place. But then again, there's so much money involved with how the NCAA sports organization is run that I don't think that'll happen short of, actual harm to living innocents. Maybe we had a chance with Penn State, but I don't think so. All right, we're down to 18 seconds to go in the first half. Tampa Bay now looking for an opportunity to tie it up. Yeah, remember what I said, folks? The thing that always worries me about Lions? Their pass defense. Especially for players like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. All right, here we go. The faithful at Ford Field have started whooping it up for first and goal. I'm sure a lot of people there are losing their voices too. Don't worry. Working out of the gun, and maybe that's going to be Otten. There is a flag. Anzalone is indicating that he wants... Oh, Anzalone is not happy. I think we got a touchdown coming. Mm-hmm. Nothing for offensive pass interference, so Tampa Bay is now within one of Detroit. All right. So we're going to have an actually close game. I think this is a good time for all of you out there to thank the Detroit Lions for providing all of the close competitive games this year and this postseason. Like last week, we were the only game that ended within 1 point. Oh. They will shove in one more commercial as we wait for the kickoff to return. Oh, second half is going to be something else. I'm curious whether we're actually going to play defense or just wait until the fourth quarter to remember how to do it. But then again, Bucs are going to get the kickoff to start the second half. We won the toss and decided to take it early. Didn't score, but, Oh, God, it's right. Mike Tirico. Of course he would be the one that they send here. Yeah. And like I said before, name to remember, Otten, he was making a lot of catches for them last week against the Eagles. So it surprises me not that they would trust him enough to go for a play in the end zone. Yeah, this will be a pop-up and a touchback. I'm not even sure what we're going to do on that. I don't even know who we put back for retrieving that kick. I don't know who number 30 is. Okay, Ragnow is coming back on for this, so either he's fine, but I think, yeah, we're going to just... Yeah, we got victory formation. Ragnow is just going to be after victory formation, and that is it, folks. We are jogging into the locker rooms at halftime. Both teams tied at 10. Playoff football, everybody. Playoff football. Don't let it get you down, though. It's only castles burning. Find someone who's turning, and you will come around. All right. Now we've gotten through this first half of nonsense. We are going to take a little pause for the cause. Please get yourself something to eat, something to drink, smoke if you got them. Do what you need to do to take care of yourself because we're about to enter the second half of this playoff game, and I cannot promise it'll be easy, folks. It'll probably be stressful as fuck. But thank you for being here for another stupid sports show. Folks, we are back. Second half has started. The announcers are noting how we are not getting as much offense as we usually do. And the Buccaneers are going to start the second half with the ball. So, yeah, here we are on another stupid sports show. And, yes, no cats here right now, but I promise they will come back. We usually try to bring them back in for embarrassment and whatnot, at least once or twice for show. And oh my God, every time Dan Campbell speaks, I can't help but think that he is channeling the spirit of every professional wrestler that he ever saw in his life. That's just the kind of energy Dan Campbell has. I've struggled to put my finger on it for a long time, but I have realized it just now. Dan Campbell is as good on the mic is as good on the mic as any wrestling manager that you've ever seen have to get put forth for a talent who just doesn't know how to talk off the cuff. And that's, I hate to say that that's what this team needed, but yeah, maybe we did need a wrestling manager. All right, we start third quarter with a touchback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And yeah, the kickoff dies another slow, horrible death. So yeah, I know I was celebrating because I'm watching relevant division playoff football for my team, which is a rarity. Yeah, I am a Lions fan, but I am, in case for anybody who stuck around, I am wearing the Packers hat because I don't think the Packers did a lot to lose that game except for the one mistake at the end by Jordan Love with the interception. So this is just an olive branch to tell everybody take it easy on the Packers today. We'll only rush 3, and once again we got Godwin across the middle and a first down, gain of 12. It's only Godwin's second catch of the afternoon, but hey, they add up. Right now, Mayfield is 193 yards for the day, 14 for 19. 1 touchdown, 1 interception, but the interception was more of a tip ball, so you can't really attribute it to a mistake on Goff's part. All right. You got Mayfield working out of the gun again. Lions teach pressure up the middle, keeping formation very compact. And they like to stick with the run. Will get about 5 yards up the middle with Rachaad White. Yeah, sincerely, Dan Campbell also seems like one of those people who, without hesitation, would not only agree to do a one-off thing at a wrestling show, but also show up a week early to try to practice the moves so he could sell the pain as best as he possibly could. That's just, I have a feeling that's the kind of person Dan Campbell is. Welcome back, Luke. We got ourselves a raid-in here at halftime. Meanwhile, we have Rashad Allen following his blockers on the near side of the field to get inside the 45. Gain of 14. Yeah. This is concerning. For as reliable as the Lions' run defense has been this season, and how we force people to just beat us through the air, and, that's kind of easy to do sometimes considering our pass defense and some other people's rushing wide receiver rooms. Hey, Angie. They like you. They really like you. Angie does not care, unfortunately. But I'm glad to hear that Angie was a high point of the raids. Awesome. All right, clock's still running. We're working on 2nd and 9 now after that abbreviated run by White. 89 rushing yards tonight so far for the Bucs. So I think they could definitely get the numbers we're looking for. We're going for a quick pass by him, and Evans will manage to get on second down about 6 or 7 yards. Third and short now coming up for the Buccaneers. Oh yeah, honestly, I've been getting the sneaking suspicion, honestly, Luke, that Monty is occasionally the high point just because he is essentially Limp Cat and the the resident sad boy of the channel. It comes with being a Vikings fan sometimes, but he does his best. Empty backfield now for Mayfield. They have sent out the Palmer as well, and they're looking for him, and he gets sacked. And who is it? Aiden Hutchinson. Oh. Monty is the overtime high point. Gotcha. I gotcha. And hello, Mr. PGH. I hope you're doing well today. And I appreciate you stopping by this little weird corner of the internet that we got going over here. We just got a sack on Baker Mayfield by Aiden Hutchinson. Might have pushed him out of field goal range. Oh, it did push them out of field goal range. Bucs ended up going back to the 46 or 47, and now they have to punt. Damn. If you've been able to check out the game, it's been, pretty interesting. Peoples-Jones is going to be back on the punt return, and he will take it from the 5 and get it out to the 15. And we're going to have a flag. And now we got shoving on the back end of the play. So, we're just going to have all sorts of stupid nonsense. During the return, legal block in the back. That's on us. Wait. Who is that on? What? Wait. Okay, so they just called block in the back penalty on Donovan Peoples-Jones, who was the returner for the Lions. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I think this is definitely a moment to check off the refs are blind chain of fools, because the refs apparently are fine calling a block in the back penalty on the guy taking the punt back. So, yeah. Mr. PGH, in case you're here, another thing that we like to do here is we play bingo. Just keep a lookout for common, not so common, rare, and truly awesome things to happen during a game, any game that we try to stream, and we play bingo. So we still have plenty of cards left. If we get some doubling up, we'll work it out. But currently, I don't have enough subscribers that I have to worry about a lot of people getting the same cards. We'll figure it out when we figure it out. Let's put it there. But if you'd like to, I just put a link in the chat over there somewhere. You just click on that. It'll give you a card. Let me know what it is. And if it's doubled up with somebody else's who's immediately here, we'll give you another one. No problem. I'm actually really enjoying myself. I thought this was going to be a stressful experience today. I was worried about it, but so far, how it has been fantastic. Fantastic, and I'm amazed that we're still in the game at this point. By the way, thank you, Ravens, for giving us one of the most boring divisional playoff games that I have ever had the misfortune to witness. Once again, Packers, I am not going to dump on you because you did so much to keep even and keep the Niners from running away with the game for like 3 quarters, and then it was just that last part of the fourth quarter. As a Detroit fan, I kind of know how that feels. So, no pushback here, and I will give my full thoughts this Friday. Meanwhile, we're going for an early pass for Monroe St. Brown, incomplete. Davis working on the coverage for him. Apparently, the Buccaneers starting corners don't have any pass interference calls on them. So, all right. He gets flushed from the pocket and has to throw it away over the head of David Montgomery. All right. Jonah Jackson is officially out of the game with a leg injury. So, yeah, that's very unfortunate. Aoshika, number 74, is in there at backup at left guard. So, if any pressure or run failures happen on that side of the line, you will know. Meanwhile, we have a first down to Reynolds. Gets them up to the 40, but I have a feeling we're going to get called for a hold. Never mind, it is David Montgomery getting called for a chop block, which gives us half the distance to the goal. All right, do we get to see what a chop block? Oh, okay. Now, I've seen running backs do that before for guards, but was it because he was occupied with another offensive lineman at the same time that they gave him the penalty of illegal chop block? So, yeah. See? All right, Luke, thank you for sending in your request. Who the hell knows? And once again, a great hit by number 24 stops Sam Laporte in his tracks. He only gets barely back to the original line of scrimmage, I think. So, woo. First drive of our second half, we go 3 and out. Bloody fantastic. 4th and 10. Meanwhile, so can't go high, then low. All right. I just want to point this out, folks. I have actually learned and understand something today about how the penalties work. That's not often. Sometimes we're talking through this stuff to clear it up for ourselves. Meanwhile, right at the 40, it will be down by Reeves Mabin, one of our standout players from the season, has come on to special teams in a huge way. Yeah, True North, we got raided by Grossi at halftime. I saw it happening, and I was like, I had to come back from the music and tell them all, stay here, wait, and go and get the cat. But since you're late, True North, just for you, hang on. Yeah, we needed a little more Angie time for all of us. I was not expecting to have to grab her, but when I went out into the hallway, Monty actually immediately ran and hid under the bed. So, yeah, it was clear that it was not an option to go chasing after him when he already was like, oh no, he's going to make me look stupid in front of people on the internet. Okay, well, I think we see which raw talent AGT recruited and is trying to push this year. Cool. Okay, there's a couple of signs behind me. Up on the whiteboard, there's a sign that says the Group W bench, but the sign directly behind me, I will read it now right now. It says, "In this house, we believe there's a spider on your shirt. No human is legal. Birds are fine, I guess. Science is a type of dance similar to a tango. The moon is a crime, and plants are sentient, and they hate us." I feel it's always useful to put my beliefs out there for everybody to see. All right. See you when you get back, True North. Got Mayfield coming in the back. And look, who is it? Brian Branch. Quick tackle on the backfield. Barnes coming in on the tackle as well. Loss of 5. Nobody is blocking Branch. That's just a complete lapse by the Tampa Bay offense. Damn straight. My clock's a little behind. We're at 8.5 minutes to go in the third. Mayfield once again working out the secondary compact formation. He's looking to the right side the whole time. Otten could not hang on as he was getting guarded. Incomplete. And who is that? Oh, it's Mr. Kirby Joseph coming in here on the combination. Getting a little bit of his hand in there to knock it away. Well, once again, perfectly catchable ball for Otten, but a little too much to deal with there right in the flat. All right, here we go. They're going to try to test Sutton with him. Incomplete, no flag. 4th and 14 coming up. Okay. And looks like Mayfield is walking off. They're going to punt it. I didn't think we'd get to this point. Wow. It's always the pass defense that scares me so much about this Detroit Lions team. But we're finding ways. We're getting it done. We're getting some extra whooping up of the crowd from the Lions special teams. And now they're asking him to cheer louder because they still need to get things straightened out on special teams. Get the kick away, however. Might have an extra bit of room, but there is a flag on the play, so I assume that we're about to get a penalty called on us. What is this flag? They're taking a while to figure this out. Aside from a couple of things, refs have been okay today. And from a legal formation, we get a 5-yard penalty at the end of the run. Oh, yep, that is my internet. Hit us down. Yep, we are back to our usual fun, folks, where now my strength of signal measured in kilobytes per second. And my app does not know how fast I'm supposed to be going. I am getting bounced between 200 kilobytes per second to 500 to 0 and back down again. At least it's not At least it's not completely dying all the time. All right, we have to wait until this pattern of internet interference disappears. I feel like it's just a blockage in the pipe somewhere. Yeah, I know I'm treating the internet like a series of tubes, but I have nothing better to treat it as right now. And I'm sure that it will clear up and just been able to lose too much this afternoon. But yeah, I'm just assuming that it struggles on the side of my IP provider. Yeah. All right. Buccaneers are not out of this yet. Even if we score, I would fully expect the Buccaneers to come down the field and score again. They have been doing that well today, even with the times when the Detroit defense has stopped them. You know what? I put that space in there mostly for the professional side of things, but Kip brings up a good point that I hadn't considered, because we did used to have fix Jim's internet as a bingo space because it would happen so friggin' often, but then I realized that was, for the most part, my computer. So, yeah. Let's mark off technical difficulties for my internet suddenly crapping the bed. I think that sounds great. Yeah, they still do kilobytes in some strange places in the world, and there's Detroit style pizza. Oh boy, now I'm hungry. And that's going to be a pass over the blocker for St. Brown. He'll get about every 4. Yeah. Yeah, our running game has not been able to do really anything in the first half, which is a real shame, because Gibbs and Montgomery has been such a solid 1-2 punch for us through the whole season. The refs are always winning. Meanwhile, David Montgomery is going to get close to the first down before they finally blow the whistle. Oh, hell, Ragnow's back on the field. For those of you who weren't here in the first half, Ragnar, one of our O-linemen, he kind of got rolled up on in the course of a sack, and there was some concern about him, but he's back out in the field, and he's been here for the drive. We're close to the 46 now, so they trust him enough to go back in. Montgomery in the backfield. Goff under the center on 3rd and 1. It's a pass play for Brock Wright, who cuts back in and has now gotten inside the 30 to the 25. Brock Wright. Brock Wright. Everybody forgets about Brock Wright now that Sam Laporta is here. He essentially got overshadowed after stepping in and trying to step up so much for us. And from what I saw of him last season, he had enough hands in addition to being a blocking tight end. Meanwhile, Jahmyr Gibbs is able to get to the outside, combined with a big block from Penei Sewell on the far side of things. Yep. Wow. Penei Sewell blocking a cornerback. These are the days of miracle and wonder. Pressure coming up the middle. Quick giveaway for Laporta, who falls forward. They're going to mark him at least close to the first down. Meanwhile, we got an injured Buccaneer on the field. Uh, yeah. While the rookies, Yaya Diaby. Okay. Fans are complaining about the spot on the field. Meanwhile, let's see what happened to Mr. Yaya. Okay, like he got landed on by a couple of his teammates. So I'm not sure. Maybe his neck got crunched a little bit in the pile of people that landed on him. Only two people, but still, two people for the National Football League, that's a lot. All right, he's up now. They're going to bring him off the field. We're okay. It's enough that we have to get an actual official injury timeout. Yaya Diaby was a former Louisville Cardinal. Oh. Once again, Louisville representing in the NFL. With something besides Lamar Jackson. But hey. And we don't need the Screw City right now. What we need is to thank our third quarter sponsor here on Another Stupid Sports Show. Crunchy Rice Squares. Exactly what this cereal is exactly what it says on the box. What the fuck else do you need? All right. Now we have a moment. Commercials are going. They're trying to trick us into, I think, buying claymation apartments or something. We will check our bingo list, see if anything can be checked off. All right, let's check those. Yeah, team stats, I think, would be great. Baker is at 172 yards passing. Jared Goff, 141. Okay. Yeah, I thought I was being clever when I switched around all the yardage things so that Alliance had a lower bar to beat this week. But apparently I was just giving a middle finger to myself. Because of the 3 sacks on Baker, he's only officially at 15 for 22, 172 yards, 3 sacks, and loss of 26 will do that to you. Meanwhile, yeah, Jared Goff, 18 for 28, 142 yards. Each of them have a touchdown, but Baker has that interception, which was much more deflection into the hands of Gardner Johnson. And, surprisingly, John Jay, no. Dan Campbell has not been doing Dan Campbell things yet. He has been playing it pretty conservatively. As far as I could tell, the internet is sorted. Yes. AR number 1, I remember the raid. I remember it very well. You made me have to scramble and go find a cat so I could entertain people with something during our usual break. One of the Suns' 3 appearances for the month of January. Yeah, screw you too, Tirico. All right, from the 17, this is Goff, and he's going to find St. Brown with all the room over the middle, barreling over the defender as he goes out of bounds. I think he still might be angry about that Pro Bowl snub. Yeah, there's Williams. A little stumble coming out of the gaze. He collides with the defender, and it gives all the room he needs for St. Brown. Just a bullet underneath. Now, like, here's the thing. When the game gets boring, usually I end up not paying attention to it as much, and then I can actually hear a little better all the stupid shit they say. But there's been enough going on that I haven't had to stop paying attention and actually listen to the announcers. So I don't think we're at the drunk or bored point yet, John Jay. We give it time. We give it time. We're at what is statistically or experientially the longest quarter in an NFL game. We have all the time for these guys to get either drunk or bored. All right, now we have an empty backfield to make Chris Collinsworth look like a fool as he was like, yeah, we're just running the ball down your throat. And a good job on 35-Dean on a defensive effort there on Josh Reynolds. Wasn't going to let him get his second touchdown of the day. And he's making sure that Dan Skipper is in again, and he is definitively going as eligible, and everybody's like, no, don't cheer for Dan Skipper being eligible. Shut up, you guys. My peers are going to be home this soon. This is serious stuff. We have a double back set, and then Kaminda settles on the right near side of the line, in motion to the far side. And it is a fake. It is too far for Laporta, over his head, incomplete. Ah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nope, nope, I'm calling it. They have just given him the name of Dan Gamble. Dan Gamble, folks. We have reached the point of Dan Gamble. We are marking off the announcers are drunk/bored because fuck the nickname Dan Gamble. And yeah, this is officially called Dan Campbell Things. Just pounding it, Chris Collinsworth. Just pounding it like we do. This is Reynolds, and he is just going to streak in. Touchdown, Craig Reynolds. Tampa Bay says he was down, but I didn't see a moment when he could have possibly gone down. Yeah, Dan Gamble. Like, I understand, like, it's rhyming slang, and as someone who has an appreciation for Cockney, I can get down with that, but just, I don't know. It just feels so dumb, you know? We are not dancing in the streets in Detroit. We are not that far yet. Come on, Tirico, calm yourself. Get an Adderall. Focus on real life for a moment. All right, we are somewhere. We are absolutely somewhere. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Luke. Just no, absolutely not. I refuse. This is I protest the state of these conditions. I will not get on board with the name Dan Gamble. Mr. Cornman, welcome back. I hope you're doing well in your institution of higher learning. Uh, this is actually a perfect opportunity because we're at a commercial break. Uh, Cardman, from what I was watching of the game, looks like the Packers were hanging in with you for at least 3 quarters. What the hell happened at the end? What was there anything you noticed that changed to get through, that last little bit of time with the Packers? And I ask because I feel like you would know, any shifts in either player effort or coaching philosophy or, decisions about how they're going to play another team after watching your guys for the entire season. Oh yeah, well no, Andrews Carlson and Joe Barry, yeah, we're doing we're dealing with that too. Uh, quick, all right. Tyler, question for you. Over or under on how many members of Roman Reigns' extended family they haul into the ring to try to legitimize this Royal Rumble win? Because I remember them trying that with The Rock and it being like the first time that he had been booed as what was supposed to be the babyface. So I just kind of expect WWE to try to haul as many family members of his in as possible. Maybe give a surprise turn to the Usos so they're back on his side again. Hello again, Cornman. Any particular insight you want to give us into how the 49ers turn things around in the fourth quarter? Would be very appreciative. Appreciate it. Forgive me. All right, they try to play up the NFL honors. We get honors. We get that kick into the end zone for a touchback. Yeah. They're playing the Frank Ragnow injury again. Thank you. I don't want to see it anymore. And then they roll him again at the end of the game. God damn, he is Boxer from Animal Farm. Like he has been convinced he will work harder, and he will. And Brian Branch was so offsides, it's not even funny. He knows it too. They got him. They got him so hard. I can't even afford to be angry about it because even I saw it and I was like, yeah, we fucked up. We fucked up. Yeah. It's also the Rumble, guys. There's still like time where they can, somehow give spots away at the last minute as part of a thing for, incomplete to Otten over the middle and a very late flag coming in on Melifonwu. Okay. That's certainly a thing to call. Meanwhile, we've got a player down on the field for the Bengals. Referees are discussing just a momentum shift, defense playing their butts off. Kyle Watt at 0-30 down by 7 streak to end. Okay. All right. And we get called for holding on Melifonwu prior to the snap, or I think he meant prior to the pass. Yeah. I don't know. I've given up trying to keep track of the shit that comes out of my mouth sometimes just because I spent too many years of my life being afraid of saying the wrong thing, so I'm more than willing to sound stupid in the course of calling these games. Oh, yeah, that was. Oh no, that was just their running back White, who essentially got landed on by an O lineman in the middle of that play and needed an extra bit of time to get up. And meanwhile, Wild Hurricanes is going in rally. We have a fresh set of downs for the Buccaneers. They got to be at least inside our 50 by now, right? Oh, they're getting close. They're up to their own 35. We're at 3:24 to go. We'll have a run by Edmonds up the middle. Branch will be in on the early coverage, and now things are getting chippy between the linemen. Yeah, we are going to have to hold our breath on that one. Second down now coming for Mayfield and the crew. The crowd noise has diminished a little bit. I think they might be waiting for his third down to really save their voices. We have a tight formation, very compact. Mayfield in the gun, Edmonds in the back. They're going to fake the handoff to him, get a little loft over the defender's head to Otten. Brian will end up tackling him, Brian Branch, after Otten gets the first down, plus 3 yards. Stays in bounds, though, so the clock will continue to run. Yeah, it was a close as hell game, John Jay. Just very back and forth, and honestly, what I expected from those two teams for that game. I'm feeling okay, Corn, man. Like, this is more than I expected the Lions to do in the playoffs. If they get to the conference championship, hooray. I'm not expecting us to beat the Niners, but that'd be cool. All right, Edmonds to the right of Mayfield. Pressure coming from that side. And he gets hit. He doesn't go down the first time. It is an extra catch, does it? And they're calling it a catch on the sideline for Otten. We need a replay on this because, yeah, he's got Barnes guarding on him. And he managed to get both feet down. I think he managed to get both feet down. I won't be surprised if Campbell tries to call a challenge for both feet. But, yeah. Baker Mayfield is now at 220 yards, so there is no chance of him being under 200 yards passing. Sorry about that. Yeah, that is what a throw. And meanwhile, we're going to have Eaton catching wide open and gently tackled at the 10. Would have of Niners are beatable. Would have if it wasn't for poor kicking and defense. Well, yeah. Well, we've also got Badgley, and as you can see, our defense having a little trouble with Baker Mayfield. So the combination of Purdy and Kittle and Ayuk and McCaffrey and maybe even Deebo Samuel, if he decides to come back next week or if they say that he's fit for duty, that gives me much trepidation. Can't bring it in on the low pass right at the ground level for Tompkins. Made him stretch out, incomplete. Both better than ours. Yeah. You know what? At this point, maybe. But truth be told, Luke, if we get eliminated in this game, history will look back on us as being about the same level, seeing as where we were eliminated in the playoffs. So we may be a little better right now, but whether it's enough to keep us in, we got all the time for Mayfield. He has to be flushed from the pocket. And he gets thrown down, incomplete. Had an eligible receiver. Yes, we did go for it on fourth down earlier, so you can mark that off. We did get a Dan Campbell things, so you can mark that off. Purdy didn't play week 18, hadn't thrown in a game in 19 or 20 days. Oh, they would have called him for a sack, apparently, if we bothered to review it. We send extra pressure up the middle, and it's going to be a quick dump off underneath, and that should get them a touchdown. Yep. And Mike Tirico is happy as hell because he doesn't have to say good things about the Detroit Lions. Honestly, you could hear the enthusiasm in his voice change from necessary for the broadcast to I am so thrilled to be in this moment. Oh, wow. I don't know if we're quite at keg stand territory yet, John Jay. I'm looking for some very specific things from Baker to determine whether he has done a keg stand. As a quick bat. What? Yeah, Baker was down in the last play, but we didn't challenge it. We didn't get it called, so I'm already forgetting about it. I am not going to harp on it, and I am not going to point to it as the reason we lose the game. What happens to it in response afterwards is going to be the reason that we lose the game if we do. John Jay, I've already checked off, I think, refs are blind / chain of fools. Coach has a brain fart. Yeah, they might not have gotten the replay up there in time, so I'm not quite going to put up the coach has a brain fart. Is there anything else we can check off for that? Yeah. Yeah. Nothing wrong with it, Luke. A little bit of a sabbatical. Give yourself some peace. We have another touchback. As we're down to 10 seconds. You're just looking at it? Alright, well, Mike Tirico waxes nostalgic. We have marked off Dan Campbell things. Oh no, one of the rare spots. You can pick any number, but you have to stick with whichever one you pick. QB sneak, wide receiver drop, refs are blind, the defense did something, missed kick attempt, points off a turnover, interception going forward on 4th down, and home QB has the first passing touchdown of the game. Meanwhile, Gibbs manages to dodge back inside. Number 24 for the Bucs knocks him down after a gain of 3. Hello, Foster. Hope you're doing well today. I had to clean up exploded beer earlier. We are tied with the Bucs at 17, about to go into the 4th quarter. We had a raid. I'm over 400 subscribers. Hopefully we are inching closer to bingo. That's also part of the reason I like the regular season, because we have all those other games going on that could provide us with so many spots to check off. I'm going to take a pause for the cause. I think we need it after everything that has happened. Another Stupid Sports Show will return after just a little bit for more Lions Buccaneers divisional playoff football. Thanks for tuning in. right, we are back. Fourth quarter, second down. It's a big, big pass over the middle for Josh Reynolds inside the 40. 18 yards gained by the dude over the middle. And wow. Fourth quarter comes far too quickly for us here on another stupid sports show. I barely had time to reassure the cats that I promise that they will be fed soon. Meanwhile, Gibbs finds a hole over on the right side of the line, manages to get 7 yards before being shoved out by Davis. Okay, and out of the Bucs secondary, Kayvon Merriweather has been ruled out. He's joking with the trainer or one of the athletic staff on the cart, but yeah, he has been ruled out for this game. Sorry, Bucs. You'll have to do without him. And I hope that paper cut underneath your fingernail heals, Justin. And a great cutback by who else? Gibbs accelerating and going all the way in for the touchdown. Oh, doctor, give me the news. Wow. To answer your question, Cornman, yes, Monty woke up happy this morning, but for perspective, Monty wakes up happy every morning that he's not sleeping out in the elements and having to fight off feral cats just to, get food. So it might have been that, or it might have been the fact that the Packers lost. I'm not especially sure. He seems to be a little bit more live and let live these days than when I first brought him inside. So, take that in whatever way you will. Oh, yeah. And Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift go away, and then we upgrade to David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. But the question for the whole time was, is it an upgrade? That was our big question before the season, and David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs, man, hats off, man. Hats absolutely off. All right. I don't think we've had a turnover wasted otherwise in this game, but I think that might be something I will have to check on the box score play-by-play to get a look at. Nope. Nope, I don't think so. Yeah. Okay. Nope, we have not had any turnovers wasted. Yeah, absolutely, MKI. I will do that right now. This is something that I hope will be made into a visual form someday. But, all right. We have checked off so far. First, home QB gets first passing touchdown of game. Technical difficulties. The announcers are drunk/bored. Going forward on fourth down. Interception. Points off a turnover. Same drive. Sack. Missed kick attempt. The defense did something, question mark. Refs are blind. Wide open receiver drop. Rare one. We have had a what a throw. Thank you for reminding me about that, John J. We have had an oh no. And as well as Dan Campbell things. That is what has been checked off on our bingo card so far today. And just so everybody keeps in their head, I am always open to taking suggestions for squares, be they very specific, kind of meta, or intrinsic in ways that relate to the game itself. Why is Josh Reynolds going to the locker room? Okay, that's a problem. All right. Okay. That's bad. Now that just sucks because and we already have oh no checked off MKI. No need to check it off again, but anybody who has well, for those of you who have been able to check out many Lions games this season or last season or the season before, Josh Reynolds was one of the players that came with Jared Goff in the trade to LA, and he may not do a lot in every game, but he is almost always dependable whenever he gets targeted and when he has a shot. All right. 1st and 10 now. We have got Godwin settling on the far side of the field. The running back to Baker's right. Coming out of the backfield is White, and it just rolls off his hands. Oh. Ancelotti coming up to try to play it, but it was just like, I don't know. Cornman, I don't stream the Super Bowl, but if the Lions do make it, I will stream. It may not be the Super Bowl itself, but I will stream. Exactly, Justin. He's our Lazard. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If the Detroit Lions make the Super Bowl, there will be a Power of Duck stream. Write it down now so you can hold me to it if it happens. We will do the Power of Duck if they make it to the Super Bowl. Meanwhile, great effort to get past the first 2 tackles by White, but he'll be tackled at least 4 yards shy of the first down. Ooh. Oh, yeah, and out comes the punting unit. Oh, yeah. I'll get it up to the proper score. Forgive me. 24-17. Yeah, one more score might not put it away, Chris. And it got down to the 10 because it was an absolute boomer of a punt. And they just let it go. They all petered away from that thing as quickly as they could. Down to 12 to go. Oh, man. Chiefs-Bills. Chiefs-Bills, and it's going to be an away game for Patrick Mahomes. Best of luck to him in that environment. Woof. And one more hello to everybody who's listening but not in chat. Meanwhile, we'll get a quick pass off the corner to Laporta. I have to get 2 people in to tackle. Gain of 3. Oh, you know what? Ben Johnson's going to do what Ben Johnson is going to do. The only thing I can think that is if the Lions do manage to go to the Super Bowl, more primarily win the Super Bowl, I think the organization might have a little bit of an easier time letting go of Ben Johnson. Is it really an away game, though? Similar weather. Oh, yeah. I just think also the same way that the crowd at Ford Field can affect a team, I think the Bills Mafia, just by making that environment inhospitable in noise fashion, can affect a team. Meanwhile, Martin Eckhouse has gotten the first goal of the game, 1-0 Carolina. And while we're here on commercial break, thank you again to MKI and to everybody who has been keeping me updated on scores, not just today, but through the entire season and for a good while since I've started doing this weird little corner of the internet. But thank you for being here, and thank you for what you do. I figure you may be sharing the knowledge with me, but you're also sharing it with everybody else. You know, giving us a chance to be all caught up at the same time. Not snowing in Missouri today. I'm sorry about missing the stream yesterday, but I I woke up and I realized that I had a lot of work to do as far as getting ready for the Super Bowl weekend game stream. So I had to take the time to just catch up on a couple of important different tasks. One of them involved a hammer. Thankfully, I did not draw blood on myself this time. So, yeah. All right, do your best, John Jay. Remember to walk like a penguin if there's ice. Yeah, Monty has perfected his disappointed face over his time here. I've never really seen him with a kill face. He just seems more often just more like he's just constantly saying, "Really, man? Really?" Oh yeah, no, this is a legit thing, John Jay, because if you like you lean your upper body forward just a little bit at the waist and don't so much walk as kind of like shift your weight from one leg to another in little small increments, it works like incredibly well for getting over ice. And you don't feel like you're going to bust your ass at any time. Oh, it's not even all that cold either. Okay. All right, here we go. From the 15, pressure coming, but is enough time for him to find a receiver over the middle. Is that Montgomery? Yeah, it is. David Montgomery gets us about 14 yards, maybe 15, and now Dean is on the sideline getting looked at. They're looking at his side. Ooh. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, lean forward a little bit, don't so much walk and like try to like grab the ground with your feet as just like, kind of bounce forward. Like just like think of yourself like a weeble. Wobble but don't fall down. All that room for who? Jamison Williams, the second catch of the game. Mhm. Yep, lean forward a little bit because that'll shift your center of gravity lower as well. No, sorry. There's different things you have to do that. Forget I said anything. I don't want to put out junk science that isn't true. Damn. All right, here we go. Tight ends moving back in, and here comes. Oh, they all settle on the left side. And they read that all the way. Cansey there to help on the tackle on Montgomery. But at least we're running a little bit more of the clock. All right, 2nd and 9, just short of midfield. Tampa Bay looks like they're going to rush for late pressure picked up by Montgomery, but Nope, he got brought down. Even with Montgomery on him, he was able to get an arm out to upend Jared Goff by his leg. Oof. That was brutal. Oh, yeah. And by the way, John Jay, I promise you will look stupid doing it, but, practice it somewhere, on your own time, and you'll get used to the rhythm. And a wobbly pass by Goff to St. Brown. He manages to work his way back with two tacklers on him, and he gets the first down. Oh my goodness. That was just awesome. Like, look at this. He has to come back to get the ball, so you think, oh, he's going to be tackled short. But he just keeps running right through his U-turn, and oh, wow. Meanwhile, the Wild have tied the game. Just over the head, Gibbs has gotten now down inside the 20. Oh, wow. But, dude, everybody, please, put that in the dictionary next to determination, that effort on the St. Brown catch to get the first down. Oh, my heart is warmed. And once again, Jahmyr Gibbs using his speed once again to create separation, to find angles at the sidelines. This time he starts from Goff's right. It'll be a faked handoff. Pressure gets drawn off, but thankfully number 58 comes out of the second level to tackle Laporta after a gain of 7. That's your fantasy MVP. Glad to hear it. Yeah. That is absolutely my feeling about it too, John Jay. Tampa Bay for getting their act together for the Mayfield mystery tour, getting back on track. And also for the Lions just, making a statement of a season. That's what this was. Even if we lose, even if we don't get to the Super Bowl, this was a statement of the season that we're back. Oh, wow, we have a tight end out of Harvard. And what a throw and what a catch for the end zone to St. Brown. We definitely have to throw both of those. Oh my goodness, just the patience. 30-17, folks. 6:22 to go in this game. Dan Campbell's hat is askew. He is officially living on the edge and in defiance of God with his askew hat. That is how excited we are, folks. (31-17). Goff. That was the other storyline, the human element that was sent through this week is, Goff improving since he got here and getting a fresh start in Detroit. And, you can't help but be happy for him, just a little. Like, even from back in that first season when they showed his girlfriend's reaction to finding out that the Lions had won for the first time that season, it was like, dude, You can't help but root for him, man. Oh, man. 28 for 40, 276 yards on the day. So the Lions have gotten over 250 yards passing, folks. Mark it off on your cards. Damn. All right, is there anything else that we could check off? A quick look at the stats. They look at Cheadle, Ford, Hamp up in the box. All right, team stats. Oh my goodness, we got over 100 yards rushing. We got over 100 yards rushing, folks. I was kind of unsure for a while that it would happen in this game. The other Detroit players from the special teams are whooping the crowd up. They're all screaming and waving towels, as are the people in the boxes. That's how you know they're excited, when the people in the box seats are actually participating with the things that the people in the stands do. Things have accelerated. Then we'll have a quick throw underneath to Chris Godwin. That'll be a first down, but yeah, this has got to be a quick one, folks. Let's just get the clock rolling. We got to catch up a little bit, but, you know, that's how it happens sometimes here on Another Stupid Sports Shows. By Baker, in the gun, batted down at the line, incomplete. Clock stops at 5:57. Oh, that was Kaminsky on the bat down. Oh, another one of the clutch big dudes that we have. All right, two receivers on the far side for the Bucs. Baker back in the gun, trying to get everything worked out, which they do. Pressure comes from Melifonwu, and he's just going to get grabbed by everyone and down at the 31. And who was going to get the credit? Reeves-Maybin. Oh, he has come on so many times in so many ways. No, we really haven't had ball control checked off. There haven't been any fumbles today. Heck, we haven't had any fumbles, period, I don't think. Yeah, Melifonwu was the first to rush through, but Mayfield stepped through that. Then he got stymied by Hutchinson. And then Reeves-Maybin was able to finish it off with Melifonwu. Oh, you know what? Yep, that little get out of here motion for Baker Mayfield. Oh, yeah. If you have Baker Mayfield does a keg stand, we just had a nice Baker energy moment off the field with him telling Reeves-Maybin to get out of here after that sack. Lions-Niners in Santa Clara. We got 5 minutes and 41 seconds until we know that for sure. We're at 3rd and 14. Anzalone gets the pressure up the middle, and it is overthrown for Godwin. Oh, man. And they're going to go for it on 4th and 14. All right, there it is, folks. We have a crowd sing-along. So if you have Yar Har Fiddle-Dee-Dee, check it off on your cards, because we have had a in-stadium crowd-wide sing-along. All right, on 4th and 14, pressure coming. It's coming in waves. He's able to step through it, though, and find... who else? Mike Evans out of bounds. Yeah, first down. He has started on the far side of the field, just slipped all the way through it. Sutton got taken out, so extra help from the secondary had to come up. And yeah, Sutton might have been able to stay with him if he hadn't collided with another Buccaneers player out in the backfield. Sorry, John Jay. I just wasn't sure if we were going to get one of those or not, so I was kind of excited. And once again, we get a pass at the sidelines. This was to Moore. It's around the first down marker, and looks like they have clinched it. All right. It'll be sunny. Okay, so it'll be kind of like playing in a dome. Goody. Gets it off of the pressure up the middle, and once again, Godwin. Oh, and he got out of bounds, too. And it just got right by somebody who was reading the play the whole time. All right. Can we stop it on 1st and 10 at the 16? Maybe not, but see, they'll move the back around a bit. This time it gets ripped out of bounds at high speed. Incomplete. Down to 441. Honestly, winning bingo on a in-stadium crowd sing-along, that would have been a nice touch for the end of this game. Yeah, not over yet. Absolutely not over yet. Let's bring up the yardage. All right, we're getting closer. Closer all around. Let's see how the Bucs score this touchdown now that it's been spoiled. Oh, it's going to be a Mayfield pass, and he finds, who else? Mike Evans leaping up into a thicket of defenders. But, yep, they knew just where to put it. 3rd touchdown of the pass today from Mr. Mayfield. Are they going to go for 2? Because I would imagine that would be a great strategy to try to win this in 1 quarter. Because otherwise, you have to go for 2 anyway to put it into OT. Yeah, here they go. They're going for 2. They got the noise going at the very least. Yeah, there they go. Empty backfield for Mayfield. Here it goes. Melifonwu, he couldn't catch it through him. Evans wants a flag for that. So we have an incomplete pass. Yeah. Yeah, even Chris Collinsworth said he kept backpedaling and didn't move forward, so yeah. Oof. It is an 8-point game. Lions are about to get the ball. Yeah. I can see how Bucs fans would be upset about that call. I won't blame them if they were, to be honest. Remember, us in Detroit have known the pain of many an awful call from the referee. Yeah, I think we can do one more beer. Absolutely. Wait, do I have one more beer? Or am I gone? Nope. Because we haven't had a 4th quarter sponsor yet, we will make the 4th quarter sponsor Screw City Lager from the Prairie Street Brewing Company. Remember, you will never forget your first trip to Screw City, and if you do, you probably weren't there to begin with. And if you cannot purchase Screw City where you are, be sure to promote and patronize and support your local brewery, winemaker, or moonshine brewer, whatever you got around you. Um, I think I think Collinsworth's logic, John Jay, maybe I didn't articulate this very clearly, was that because um, Mike Evans didn't reverse direction to try to, get closer to the ball, he could have drawn a pass interference call that way. But because he kept backpedaling, he put himself in a worse position to catch the ball. So I think that's the logic that Collinsworth was putting forward. Yeah. Which, once you talk it out that way, makes a little sense. But yeah, once again, I would not blame Bucs fans for being upset about that non-call. Yes. Yeah, True North is probably one of the coolest of all of us as far as rankings determined by access to secrets of national security. So yeah, listen to him on that one, everybody. Touchback to the 25. Here comes Goff and company with 4:37 to go. Timer's sort of caught up. It counts. All right, Bucs have not gotten over 100 yards rushing, but they probably will on this drive. Oh wait, sorry, they have to stay under 175. I was used to our opponents having the other entries for so long. I got confused. St. Brown in motion. We fake the handoff to him, and we've got Penei Sewell providing cover for St. Brown as he gets about 16 yards. And now Dean is going to be off the field. Oh, this is not looking good for Tampa Bay. Okay, yeah, they just had another one of their secondary get carted off the field. Jamel Dean is out of there. And the fact that he can't sit up straight, they're thinking it's a lower back injury on him. So, yeah. Under 4 minutes, and Montgomery is going to get across midfield. Oh, thank you, True North. I appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow night for the stupid streaming show. And once again, we do a music show on Monday nights. People make requests to a playlist that's in the community tab. If you're interested, check it out. Maybe throw in a song or two to throw a wrench in the works. Make me have to think hard for the next 24 hours. All right. Got Laporta setting things up with right as he goes in motion, bouncing around the line. And Goff is in trouble. He will end up having to just take the sack on the first down, but they are kind of okay taking that because that forces Tampa Bay to call their second time out of the half. And meanwhile, we have a penalty on the defense on Davis for something. Hands to the face. Yeah, I completely missed that. All right, he's working on Reynolds, who is back out in the field for us. Oh yeah, just like a complete smell the glove right at the line. Okay. Oh boy. And there we are. Lions over 175. And Montgomery again keeps on juggling, gets to close to the 41. I think they're going to mark him at the 42. I feel comfortable marking Tampa Bay at under 175 yards rushing unless they are able to do something really spectacular. Oh, man. The Lions have a chance to go to the NFC Championship game. We're at 254 to go. And all he had to say to Dan Campbell was, "I'm good." Yeah. All right, pressure comes quickly for Goff, and it comes just as quickly on the reception to Montgomery. David in there as quick as a bullet. And now they're just going to let time run. Oh, okay. Maybe they figured they've got the 2-minute warning. They'll just use that instead, trusting their defense to get the stop here on 3rd and 11. All right. Because they would have to do a running play if they wanted to force Tampa Bay to use their 3rd timeout. All right. Here's St. Brown again, trying to get his defender moving. Got Montgomery staying in the backfield to guard, and is overthrown for St. Brown. All right. Oh, yeah, we do have to mark off 2-point conversion fails because that did happen. Not too much. We got the ball back. We got up to midfield, and then we were stymied by the Tampa Bay defense, as has happened a lot. Oh, the stress. Oh, everybody knows the stress, Corn Man. Fetch will be called around the 10. 2-minute warning. Tampa Bay needs to get down there, needs the 2-point conversion, and I think they have everything they need on their team to do this. It's just, will they / can they? Oh, wow. Clippers, meantime, have beaten the hell out of Brooklyn in the 4th quarter to secure a win, 125 to 114. Ooh. And I did not think it could shake out this way at the beginning of the season. The way I looked at the Lions' playoffs chances was on the basis of the roster we have and the amount of cohesion from this specific group of people playing together over the past few years, I was confident that we could make the playoffs. The fact that we have been able to, 1, hang on, and 2, stay in games and stay in the playoffs off of the back of our defense at times, it is definitely a nice boost to my confidence in this team. Mm-hmm. Uh, well, thanks to Luke, we can check off meaningless statistics to fill the time. Yeah, no, no, I'm kidding. But seriously, mark it off. We haven't had enough bingo shit happening. Most successful season in the Super Bowl era, and if we hold on today, since it'll be two playoff wins, or will it tie 1991 since both were championship game appearances? Um, I'd say it is the biggest cult. I'd say based on the culture shift that has been going over the past 3 years, I'd say this is our most successful season in the Super Bowl era. Yeah, we played Washington and lost by a lot. Also, at the time, I was a Washington fan living in that area, so yeah, that was. I remember that as being one of the few times I actually got to watch Barry Sanders because Lions games just didn't get broadcast in that part of the country. And it's picked! Chris Barnes snags it out of the way of Otten. Oh my goodness, 133 to go, and we have the ball back in their territory with one timeout for the Buccaneers. I don't know how many interceptions Chris Barnes has on the season, but I know I certainly did not expect him to just snatch it out of the air as he was guarding Otten on the crossing route. Branch comes out of the second level to provide some pressure, but no, just Barnes was in great position in front of Otten. Oh, wow. All right. Yeah, and there it is. Goff is whooping up the crowd once again at Ford Field. I know I'm ahead of the time, but everybody is just, and they're going to let it go. The Bucs aren't even going to deal with that last time out. So, folks, the Isotopes win a game. The Isotopes win a game. The Isotopes win a game. Holy crap. 31 to 23 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I did call the game by 7, so I at least feel good about that getting that kind of right. But I didn't know there would be this many points at this time. One game away. The Lions are one game away from going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, this is something I'm going to have to process, folks. And I'm going to have plenty to talk about on Ass Talk this Friday at 4 p.m. Central. Yeah, because I have things that I think I should talk about. Yeah, we're keeping Ass Talk for around for a little while longer, but final here from Detroit. Let's just call you all winners for sticking around on the bingo this long. I am sorry that we didn't get more spots checked off, but 31-23 Lions beat the Bucs, and we go to meet the 49ers at Santa Clara next week. What the hell is this season? But I just know this is another stupid sports show, and I am Jim B here on 1069 Click FM. Thank you for tuning in. John Jensen got bingo! Yes!
you.